Hey y'all, welcome back. So today is maintenance day on the truck. So you see right here that wind blowing, we're gonna be changing fuel filters and changing the oil. First we're gonna do the fuel filters. I use nothing but Motorcraft, so I like Motorcraft because of the fact that they give you directions. We all know YouTube is famous for tutorials about how to do stuff. So Motorcraft in these types of instances, they give you directions on how to do it. So that's why I like Motorcraft. Plus it is Ford, so I tend to use nothing but Ford products on my truck, except for my oil. I do like Rotella. I've been using Rotella for years. This is my 5th diesel, so I've used it on every one of them and never had any issues. So I will say one thing. This is not a how-to video. This is how I do it video. And I tend to get dirty. I'll get oil all over me. I'll probably get fuel all over me, but this is how I do it. I don't like taking it to the dealership. So I like to do it myself. That way I know what I'm getting, who's working on it. And if I screw something up, then it's my own fault. All right, so first thing we need to do on the truck is drain the fuel filter on the frame rail. So hence why I'm laying on the ground. And so what we need to do is we will turn this, we will open it up, and it will drain the diesel that's in this filter housing right here. So we'll change the fuel filter in the engine compartment while we're letting this drain. So we'll disconnect the electrical socket first, and then you'll need something to drain the fuel into. Hence I have a little bucket, milk jug, bucket, whatever you want to call it. So here's where I tell you I get dirty. I do not want to break anything. Do not want to break anything. There we go. And here it comes. So here we go. It's draining. So hopefully we will not fill that up. I think it usually probably be maybe a couple quarts, I guess. All right, so while that's draining, here is your fuel filter engine compartment. So you take these 3 fittings off right here. If memory serves me correctly, this will rotate and come out, and then we'll put the new one in reverse, and then this will be complete. So again, when you order it, that's the part number you need right there, and you get the fuel rail filter and then your engine compartment filter here. So let's knock it out. All right, so here we are, engine compartment. I don't know if you can, how well you can see these, but so there's 2 tabs underneath this plug right here. All right, these tabs right here have to go forward into the slot for this to even pop up. Okay, and then once it's popped up, then you just remove it, and you take your fuel filter, rotate it, and then it comes out just like that. All right, so again, with the new one, there's no gaskets whatsoever, so you don't have to worry about placing it, cutting it. So take this off, and then now we're ready to go back in with it. All right, now it's just reverse. Put it in, turn it, snap them on. Make sure these are all the way on. When you latch them down, give it a little tug, make sure they're latched. You do not want fuel to be rushing out anywhere. Clean up your little fuel that you spilt. I probably spill a little bit more than normal people, but I'm a person that pretty much wears his work. So whatever I'm working on, I will wear it. Did you hear Kay in the background? She's planting plants. So, all right, that one is done. Now, ooh, let's check on our bucket. Ah, there we are. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. All right, so front's done. We'll do the underneath now. Do me a favor in the comments. If you do this yourself on your truck, what do you use to drain that fuel in? I mean, did you go to Northern Tool and get a bucket, or do you use what you have around the house? I just kind of use what I have, so, but normally works. I had a metal pot that the handle busted off of, and I use it, and since we've been full-time, I don't know where that pot's at anymore, so I had to make my own. So anyway, all right, let's get started on the fuel rail. All right, so 8mm socket, gasket, and then we got the filter. So time to get on the ground. Got my creeper right here. So let me get down on the ground, get in position, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, so here we go. You got 5 bolts, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5th one back here on the back. And I hope y'all see, or I hope I've got it to where y'all can see. This is all new to me, so it's kind of weird. It's taking me a lot longer trying to videotape and shoot too, so, or videotape and try to work too. So let's see, we'll get these out. All right, so you get the picture. We'll take the bolts out, and then I'll video once I got the bolts all out. So stay tuned. All right, so all the bolts are out. well, the bolts actually stay in it, but they're out. I should be able to work them out. Just turn them a little bit more just to get them to free up. I got fuel running down my arm. Keep working them, keep working them. That one's out now. This one's out now. This one's out. I think it's usually the back one that hangs up a minute. We can close. All right, so it kind of fell out at me. So here it is out of the truck. You take your filter and you push it forward towards the drain and it pops out. Set it to the side. Guess I should have had this prepared already. We'll put that there. So your gasket, pull your gasket out, put it over here with the old one, put the new one in. Like so. I mean, really, I think you could use the old gasket, but they give it to you. Might as well change it out, right? All right, new gasket's in. The new filter. All right, new filter. Put it in there like that, slide back. It's in there. Okay. Now we can go back in. So it's very important to keep all this stuff as clean as possible. All right, I've got one screw tightened. Other screw. Well, let's see. I got tools laying around here somewhere. There we go. All right. I like to make sure these are started before I start putting any pressure on them, torquing them down with the socket. All right, now all of them are started. I can use my ratchet. Now I will tell you, these bolts are 7 foot-pounds of torque. So as you can see, I just torqued that one to 7 pounds. And I just torqued that one to 7 pounds. And you just do it all around. Just make sure they're tight. And don't strip them out. And you'll be fine. All Now we'll make sure we hook our electrical connection back and close our drain, because we don't want fuel to be pouring out of there once we do crank the truck up, because we need to build pressure. All right, so that's it. We're gonna move on to oil change, and once that's over, we'll crank the truck up, check for leaks. All right. All right, laying down the job again. So we're changed to oil now, and one design I truly hate, and if anybody can tell me why they did this, please leave me a comment and let me know. But here is the plug. So now, rather than put it down here, for whatever reason it's on the side, and oil shoots out this way, and I told you earlier about me being messy when I did stuff or work. I had the oil pan below it, and it actually shot past the oil pan. So yeah, I had a mess. It was all in the driveway. This is several years ago when I think it was when I got my first 6.7. So anyway, yeah, made a mess. So we're gonna try not to make a mess in the gravel. Now this plug is 5/8, so I'll get you a wrench. It's the best way. Get some leverage. And golly, I hate this part. Now we went earlier, we went to Ace Hardware, so this is all still kind of warm. So I do not want to get this hot oil on me, but like I said, I usually make a mess, and we're fixing to find out how big of a mess I make. Here we go. That wasn't so bad. All right, here we are. Time to add clean stuff. So we get off this step ladder now. Rotella T4. Now, you know, somebody asked me, why don't I use synthetic? So, as you may know, I still work right now until I retire, and I'm about 40 to 45 minutes from work, and I put a lot of miles on this truck between oil changes, and really my feelings, and please leave me a comment and let me know if my train of thought is the right way. But I put a ton of miles on it. I know synthetic is better, and it's a little bit more expensive, but I go through oil changes pretty quick. So if I knew if I wasn't gonna change the oil maybe quite as much, then I would maybe use the synthetic. So like I said, let me know your thoughts on that, because I've been using this for years and never had any problems. So 6.7s, they hold 13 quarts plus a little bit more for the fuel filter. and I'm not gonna film me filling this thing all up, so we'll come back once we're all finished up. All right, so put the oil in there. I've let it sit for a few minutes. We're gonna check this dipstick out here and see where we're at. Oh yeah. Yep. One more time. Oh yeah, I like it. So now what we'll do is I'll crank the truck up, and then we'll check the oil level again. One thing we have to remember is that we opened up the fuel filters and we introduced air to the system. So now we have to prime the system. So best way to do that is to kick on your accessories like you're going to crank. And what that does is that energizes your fuel pump. So now you're priming the system. So if you listen carefully, and I'm not sure that that speaker's gonna, that microphone is gonna pick up that sound, but I can hear it. So it's energized, it's pressurizing the system. And I'm gonna do this about 4 times. All right, so I did it 2 more times, and then I kept hearing like a gurgling sound, like it was still trying to pressurize. So I'm gonna do it 1 more time, and now I'm gonna get out, and I'm not sure if this makes a difference or not, but I'm gonna look and I'm gonna see if I have any leaks. Which, no leaks there. And I'm not sure how much this pressurizes the system, but no leaks there. All right, so let's crank it up. Turn it off. All right, here we go. All right, got good oil pressure. And I'm gonna jump out real quick, see if I have any leaks. No leaks there. No leaks there. All right. Turn it off, and then we'll do it 1 more time. All right, I think we're good.